is up, everybody? Welcome to the Demigodest YouTube channel. If you're new, please make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video from me. We are going to get into the Kendrick. Why do I always mess up his name? The Kendrick Lamar GNX album review. I don't like it, and I felt like it was absolute trash, and I'm going to tell you guys why it was trash, but we're going to listen to some of the tracks, like snippets and stuff. I'm not going to play the whole song, and then I'm just going to give my honest feedback on it. I only downloaded one song out of the entire album. I definitely feel like Kendrick is running off of the fuel or the energy of his beef that he has had, ongoing beef he has had with Drake, and his success with Not Like Us. And I just feel like it's kind of dragged out. But also, too, I understand he is a West Coast rapper. You know, I'm from Southern California. I'm from the West Coast too. So I get it. He is definitely giving it for like the Compton, the LA, Huntington Park, like all of like South Central, East LA, West LA. Anyways, all of LA County, basically, he is really repping. And then you hear a sprinkle of like the Bay Area also too in this album. So I get where he's coming from, but I just felt like no. Like it could have been something so much better. Hold on, I have to put in my password for this because I don't know why I got kicked off the internet on this phone. Which is so weird to me. Okay, now it's connecting. Okay. All right. So Kendrick did this as a surprise album. Let me pull it up on my thing. So it dropped November 22nd. Okay. It dropped November 22nd. So what was that? How many days ago was that? That was 4 days ago. So it's not even a week. I'm also going to look on the Apple charts too. I'm going to see where it's placed on there. Yes, I'm being a little bit biased when it comes to Apple Music, but that's just what it's going to be. Okay, so there is a total of 12 songs on here. He does have a couple features on here. He has SZA on here. He has Dogi 6, Lefty Gunplay, Wally the Sensei, Ash Cheek Hitta, J3, Young Threat, and whatever. When I get to that song, then I'll let you guys know a little bit more. Okay. Sorry. We got to get this situated. All right. So let's start off with song number 1. It's called Whacked Out Morals.
They somebody wrapped up in the energy of making it move to Europe. But it's regular for me, that's for sure. The love and hate is definitely true. All this talk is big, man, that's not the Lord. I killed them all before I killed joy. I done been through it, but you door. It used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's poor. Fuck everybody. That's everybody. Lick first. Watch them pander with the backhanded compliments. Put their head on the king of a monument. How much I is my business? I need to never lost who I am for that image.
I'm not gonna. Oh shoot! I did not want to skip that song, but anyways, we're gonna go to song number 2. But song number 1, honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys, I listened to it earlier today, but I was working, so maybe I wasn't as focused as I should have been. But I actually like this song, Whacked Out Morals. I did not download it. So I'll tell you guys right off the bat, because I told you guys at the beginning, I only like one song out of the album. I'll take that back. But I'll tell you the song that I did download when I listened to it the first time. It was Man at the Garden. So that was a song that I did download. And then I'm about to download Whacked Out Morals. So I do like that. I do like the lyrics. I like the vibe. Immediately when I'm listening to the beat and I'm listening to his flow, I can't remember what Samuel L. Jackson movie it is. But if you guys are a 90s baby or have seen Samuel L. Jackson movies, it was based on a true story. It was about an African American man. He was stationed in I don't know if it was in LA or whatever. The school was horrible. It was bad. It was ratchet. He got those students together. Um there was like gang activity, like he stopped like a lot of like the kids from, you know, furthering ruining their education and stuff. I don't know why this song reminded me of that movie, and instantly I was like, this song could be on that soundtrack. I wish I knew the name of the movie, but just look up Samuel Jackson. I don't know if it's like a late 80s movie or it's a 90s movie, but it's definitely one of his like earlier works. So, and it's a really good movie. So I recommend you guys listen to it. But anyways, that just reminded me of it. It took me to that place. So I do like that song. So I'm going to go ahead and give that song a 10 out of 10. Number 2 is called Squabble Up. Also, too, I like the lyrics too. I like how he's talking about, you know, how people have wronged him and all of that stuff, and basically telling people don't mess with him. So I do like that. So Squabble Up is number 2. This has already been going viral. People have already started making dances off of this. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a single for him, and this is going to be a hit off the album, because it's kind of like a cheat code nowadays with like social media and TikTok, Instagram, whatever. People, dancers that create these dances off of these songs, they essentially blow up and be like a hit for that artist. So I definitely see this being like a breakout song on this album.
Yeah. Reincarnated. I'm a stargazer. Life goes on, honey, and her my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep a horn on me. That could see. I keep ownership. The blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
First of all, that beat is fire. This song reminds me of the Sea Walk. If you guys don't know what the Sea Walk, it basically is the Crip Walk. And it reminds me of the 90s. When I was a little kid, I didn't even understand what Crip walking was, but one of my dad's friends, and this is no secret, I told you guys before, my dad definitely was an ex gangbanger. Well, I shouldn't say ex gangbanger. He was a gangbanger. But one of his homies was named P Rab, and he did the Sea Walk. I didn't know what it was. They wouldn't tell me what the dance was. I wanted to learn the dance. They was like, no, you're not gonna learn the dance. But anyway, P Rab, he would do the Sea Walk, and I used to be like so entertained and so amazed as a kid, and this like immediately made me like feel those vibes when I was a kid. And like, if you know, like 90s like gangbangers and stuff, like especially growing up in like South Central, you would know there's like certain areas, certain blocks where like certain like gangs will be at or whatever, and like certain like liquor stores, certain parks they will be at. It just reminded me of those days. Like as a kid, you don't really know what's going on around you until you get older, and like you really like think about all of those things. But it definitely gave me those vibes. Definitely you hear the West Coast influence here. You definitely hear the Crip influence in here as well. I love the beat. I love the breath control he has at the beginning of um the song. Shoot, I might have to change the title of this. I think maybe I'm starting to like this. But let me just fast forward a little bit into the song.
Like you nigga couldn't find me in the tri-state. But they all sitting back to this turf and get cracking. Double back like a deluxe. 50 deep, but it ain't deep enough. Fuck a plate, there you go. Beat him up. Falling from a money tree and it grew throughout the month. Spit a loogie at the.
Hold on. Falling from a money tree and it grow throughout the month. Okay, speak your stuff, Kendrick.
I'ma speed it off, yes. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but you don't got no thighs. I walk through, walk with the thighs. Me don't let me know what the thighs. Squabble up, 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 squabble up. Hold up, where you you from? Bitch. I'm finna go down.
So I hear the West Coast. I hear the West Coast in here. When he's talking about, I'm gonna pull up these lyrics. When he's talking about squabbling up, it also reminded me too, back in the day, 90s gangbangers, they used to be fighting. It wasn't, I mean, obviously there was going on, but like their main thing was you was gonna get beat up, you was gonna get jumped, like that, like people getting pew pew was like the last resort. Obviously you had some people that went off of the code of ethics, but it is what it is. And me speaking about this, I'm not encouraging anyone to get into any gang life, any gang activity. I don't condone any of that. I'm just talking about my experience and being an LA native and what I've seen growing up. Unfortunately, you do see that even if you don't participate in that whatsoever. And especially if you live in LA, somebody in your family is bound to join some set or be affiliated or whatever. So I'm just speaking on experience of a LA native, to be honest. And I'm not even like hardcore into any of that. But where he says, where you from, that was a constant thing you would hear too, based on like how your walk was, what you will wear, how you talk, if you were in an area that you weren't from, people will walk up to you and say, where you from? And they still do that still to this day. So there's some areas that are still, they're a little bit relaxed, but then there's some areas it's like you better know somebody walking down that neighborhood. So that I definitely hear in here. Also hear the Bay Area too in here, where he says, I'm finna go dumb. That definitely is a Bay Area slang. So LA natives don't really be saying that like that. And by the way, I need you guys to understand, when I'm talking about LA natives, I'm talking about like LA County. LA County has so many cities within um LA County. So LA is a part of LA County. So if you guys don't know like how Southern California works, like I'm trying to break that down to you. And maybe I'll pull up too. I'll break down what the cities are a part of LA County at the end for people that is unaware. They're not from California. They don't know, the West Coast, what we're talking about, where Kendrick is from. So I think I will do that because a lot of people get it confused. They think like, anyways, we'll just break that down. Okay, so this song actually, you know what? I'm going to download this song. I'm going to download it. I want you to know, just because I'm downloading the songs does not mean that I absolutely love the songs. It just means this is my second time listening to it and I am enjoying it. But for me to 100% like a song, I need to put it on a playlist. And so far, none of his songs is on my playlist. So I just want y'all to know that. But I'm giving you guys my honest feedback in real time, breaking down stuff for you guys. Let's go ahead and get into, now I do not like this song. I don't think my opinion is going to change about this. This is number 3. It's called Luther and it's featuring SZA. I kind of was disappointed in this record because Kendrick and SZA has collabed before in the past, and typically their songs is like fire, like it normally becomes like a hit. I don't like this whatsoever, and I'll be pretty surprised if I like it again listening to it. So let's see. I mean, change my mind if I like it.
If this world were mine, hey, I'm a new 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take your hand and knees in front of God. Introduce them to that life, hit them strictly with that fly. Fly, 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 fly.
You guys, do you guys understand the SZA has like a certain vibe, and it's like when Kendrick collabs with certain artists, they like, I don't know, he has like a certain energy, a certain vibe around everything. Hold on, let's see. Anyways, has a certain vibe, and SZA has like a certain flow too. So I don't know if he catered towards SZA for this, but I do like the lyrics for this though. Very beautiful lyrics. I don't like the song though.
Mama know 7 days, I feel like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take it, change and make them. If this world was mine, I take it, change and make them.
I like this lyric. Well, this verse. If this world was mine, I'll take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'll take your enemies in front of God.
If this world was mine, I take it, change and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take it, and then leave in front of God. Introduce them to the light. Get them strictly with the vibe. It's a vibe. Do you dance? That's rock. You fly. Wanna kumbaya. If I was broke, all day, she only do what she know. Yes, get it in the door. Sure.
I might have to eat my words. I might have to eat my words. First of all, why didn't I not talk about the Luther Vandross sample? First of all, I love Luther. I grew up on Luther Vandross. First of all, his family cleared that. Wow, Kendrick. Knowing me and knowing that I am a lyrical person, like that's one thing that could make me change my mind about songs. And I will say, oh, I gotta eat my words. I like this song now. I have to eat my words. I'm downloading it. I'm downloading it. And I might put this one on the playlist for sure. Um, One thing that I will say about Kendrick, I'm a huge fan of Kendrick, by the way. I don't want you guys thinking that I do not like Kendrick, even though the title of this video, but he's a lyrical artist. He's a lyricist, and that's what I appreciate about him. And he is one of the few artists that is still around that is considered mainstream, that maintains and cultivates the true ethics and the true passion of a real hip hop artist. And I appreciate that and I love that. And no disrespect towards him whatsoever. Okay, I do like this song now. I didn't like it at first. I might have to change the title of this. Okay, Man at the Garden. Okay, Luther, I'm gonna go ahead and give this song an 8 out of 10. Squabble Up, just for the simple fact that he was repping Northern Cali in this song and Southern Cali. If you are a California native, you already know where this was coming from. So I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Man at the Garden. I don't even really want to play this song, but I'll play a little bit for you guys. Man at the Garden is a 10 out of 10. This was the song I told you guys at the beginning of the video that I really appreciated and I really liked. So, but I'll play a little bit for you guys.
Good nigga that passed away sent 2.5 million on the average day. I deserve it all. Keep my name by the world leaders. Keep my crowds loud inside a beast. I deserve it all. More money, more power, more freedom. Everything heaven allowed us. Bitch, I deserve it all. I deserve it all.
So this song, I like this song right away. I felt like this song really resonated to me, first of all, for the lyrics. But secondly, too, this is a good song to manifest off of. If you're really listening to what Kendrick is saying, this was a really, really good song. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to number 5. It's called Hey Now, featuring, is it Dodie 6? What's going on? Go ahead and play. Hold on. I'm having some technical difficulties. Give me 1 second. I think it's because the Wi-Fi clicked on right here. There we go. That was it.
Baby. I like damn. Hey now, say that mother by my eating. Big face, Buddha, get my piece from within. Sending comes to all my dirties in the pen. Let the hunter rubber walk for the win, for the win. You crash out, then you better break the backboard. I got friends hoping that they make the tabloids. You know the last one figure, he was Magneto. You pay God, you gon' get what you asked for. We got the same 24, what you mad for? I put a square on his back like I'm Jack Dorsey. It's high boots if I make a public appearance. Go back to high, cause I'm not friendly with niggas. 1002, 1004. The black Noah, I just strangled me a coke. I walk in with a therapeutic flow. Put a few hundred up, let him go, let him go. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now.
Oh my God, this song. Okay, I'm changing the title of this because don't judge a book by its cover. That should really be the title of this. It should be Kendrick Lamar GNX album review. Don't judge a book by its cover, because the first time I heard it, I was like, what? But as I mentioned with you guys earlier, I was working. So I was multitasking and I was listening, but I guess I really wasn't listening. But also, too, I wasn't looking at the lyrics, too. And y'all know I'm a lyrical person. So lyrics, I respect the game of writers and penmanship because I'm a writer myself. So when I am listening to this with you guys and then I am looking at the lyrics as you hear Kendrick spitting, I'm like, oh, I get that now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna go back in here and change this. It's not trash. Please forgive me, Kenny. Do y'all understand what this man is saying in his lyrics? Like what he is saying, like the gems he's spitting in here. He's also like being like cocky. I also heard influence on this song like Yin Yang Twins, and I'm trying to remember what other 90s artists that I heard influence with this particular song, but definitely the Yin Yang Twins. I don't know if you guys remember the Whisper song. So if you know the Whisper song, it kind of gave off those vibes, but it definitely was giving off a little bit of like Bay Area, like, oh, E40. I don't know what song it is, but it definitely has E40 influence in here. E40 and Yin Yang Twins for sure. And the song is called Hey Now. Yeah, I don't know what song it is. Okay, so number 6 is called Reincarnated. Oh, wait, hold on. So if I have to rate this song, I'm going to give it about an 8 out of 10 for the Hey Now. That's track number 5. So track number 6 is Reincarnated. First of all, I love the Spanish that he's starting off with this song. La noche tú y yo.
Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, the third of me, dimension, cementing and pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends, I'm the only soul. I recollect this isolation, I was 4 years old. Who be told I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the rhythm shape, still a go about the judgment day. I did question last year and really fucked me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house because I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only know what I was doing. If it as a musician, I played guitar on the grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so
what is wrong with you? Get out.
my place in the world, with my guitar up on my hip, as the story of world. I found myself with a pocket full of money and a whole lot of respect.
Okay, so I've been seeing what people have been saying online. This is a Tupac sample. I don't agree with social media. What I've been seeing that people say he slid on this song, which is called Reincarnated. I don't like it. I feel like for this particular song, it already is kind of like it has like a hard but like subtle melodic beat to it, tone to it. And I could tell my cat is acting a fool. I could tell that he is trying to, I'm not gonna say mimic Tupac's flow, but well, I guess you could say that because he definitely is inspired by Tupac. But I just I don't know. Something is missing with this song. I don't like it. Um, it's an okay song. I honestly would give it a 6 out of 10 for this song. So number 7 is called TV Off featuring Lefty Gunplay.
It's not enough. $50 niggas left, but it's not enough. You big rich, but it's not enough. Say bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Somebody gotta do it. I make niggas mad. Somebody gotta do it. I take a G pad. Watch a nigga do it. What's the vibe outside from the music, nigga? They like, what he on? Is it Alpha and Omega, bitch? Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a nigga gone. Get you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. People feeling me. Take it like I can, baby. Teach me something. Need direction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in good niggas' hands, baby. It's not enough. $50 niggas left, but it's not enough. You big rich, but it's not enough. Say bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on the ass. Somebody gotta do it. I make niggas mad. Somebody gotta do it. I take a G pad. Watch a nigga do it. From the music, nigga. Turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, I'm in this shit in, send them off. Take a risk, take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, blacked out. If they act out. Yeah, I did that. What's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on niggas and they both broke. If you ain't coming for chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like she entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my TV off and she don't see it how I see it. Big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon. That is not.
What? Spin that back, 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 spin that back. Did y'all not hear what Kendrick just said in these lyrics? Did y'all not hear what Kendrick said in these lyrics? He said, I'm gonna go back a couple bars. Oh, this is fire. I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch and they both hoes. Bar number 1. I hate I don't know what he said because it got little stars. Hating on them stars, and they both broke. I think it's the N word. That's bars. If it ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? N word. Feel like he entitled because he knew me since a kid. This right here. We're going to spin this back, but I'm going to read these lyrics to you that resonated with me. Something I'm going through right now, and I think a lot of y'all can resonate with this. Because we got people in our lives, sometimes we grow up with friends, family, associates, and they feel like they're entitled to something, especially if you're successful, right? It said, bitch, I'll cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Child, I'm a queen of cutting somebody else. I don't care who you are. We gonna spin this back.
I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on niggas and they both broke. If you ain't coming for chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like she entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my TV off and she don't see it how I see it. Big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon. That is how I feel, yeah. It's not enough. But it's not enough. You big, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
What?
somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in the city with a flag, be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up in on my truck just to pay freeze tag. With a on the pick like it was sea bass. So when I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas can rope before they hump from a rope. I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen cosmetics. How many years to take the level, my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric, nigga ran about the luxury, that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, beat the diabetic. They mouth shit full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette, the LA yelling. Niggas second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
Yo, this might be my favorite song on this album. There's so many layers. So many layers to this song. Like, yeah, I wasn't paying attention when I listened to this the first time. Y'all gotta forgive me. Y'all gotta forgive me. I said for the millionth time I'm gonna change the title. Y'all gotta forgive me for real. Yeah. What? This is hard. And I know I've seen online, I guess he did a performance, right? DJ Mustard, and did Kendrick do I don't know, but he displayed this, so I have been seeing that online, and I was like, okay. But I didn't know how layered this song is. Like the switch up, the flow, the beat, the lyrical, just the penmanship on here, you know, how he pronounces his words and like his puns. Oh my god, it's so layered. Like this song is just, it's giving me chills. I wish I could show y'all the chills that I have. But I ain't got no shirt on underneath here, so I can't show my arms. But yeah, I really like this song. Out of all the songs that I played you guys, this song I let play the longest. Like it really was resonating with me. And I love when he talks cocky. Sometimes he could be a little bit too much with the cockiness, but when you got the talent and like it speaks for itself, shout yourself out. Do what you need to do. I mean, God gave you that gift for a reason, right? So listen, I'm not hating. Okay, so that song I'm gonna give a 10 out of 10. To me, I feel like that was the most artistic song out of this entire album so far. I know we have, how many more songs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 more songs. But to me, oh my God. And I know I said for some of the other songs, I love the lyrics too, but that was like, first of all, if you like going to the gym, that's a good workout song. Okay. So number 8 is called Darger Blue, featuring Wally. And who is this other person? I hear a little 70s and 80s influence here with a sprinkle of 90s. I went to school in Gardena. I'm kind of glad I left out of Gardena because, child, I probably would have been a gangbanger, and I was starting to fight over there because they thought they could bully me, and that was not it. Okay. So yeah, I went to Gardena, Kendrick. School in Gardena for a little bit. See, if you're an LA native, you know what he's talking about. He's talking about certain cities that there's a lot of activity in. Westchester, King, and Drew. You guys should know about that too. The King Drew, you know, like the train station area. I don't even know if it's still called that. But the King Drew, like school, also the street. So what's going on? All my kids are sock you niggas up. How you ever took a fade and ran demon back to back? Or you haven't, then shut the fuck up and keep it rap. LA used to be like that. People used to be fighting back to back. I haven't gotten no phase 3. He said 3 times back to back. No, I fought twice back to back, but not no 3 times. Cheryl. Mm-mm.
I'll say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10. I'm not tripping, yes I am. Better take over some money. I see Franklin, I'm not him. Bitch, I'm from the land. Don't say you hate LA, but live in LA and pretend. My neck on Tarantino, out of 120 feet. Just know you took the scene and try to keep them by me. He only don't trying it. If it's about the money, then my niggas on guard. When I walk in, oh yeah, break that.
I like this. I feel like he really is paying homage to LA County, specific cities that are in LA County. And he is also talking about gang life. He's talking about his experiences in LA. You know, he's talking about the code of ethics as well. Because there is a code when you come to LA. LA is not considered one of the most dangerous places when it comes to gangs, because LA in general has a lot of gangs. But I don't want it to be about everything is about gangs in here, but he does reference it a lot. And if you know Kendrick's story, you know he was around that environment. So it's no surprise that he talks about it. But I like the fact that he makes it intellectual and educational. And he also like lets people know that's not from LA. Like, don't do certain things. Like, he basically lets you know what happens in LA if you're not from LA. So I just want y'all to know that, like, he be spitting gems. Like, I'm not just talking here. Like, I'm an LA native as well. So I'm gonna give that song a 10 out of 10. Number 9 is called Peekaboo, featuring, I don't know how to say this person's name, Ash Check. Sorry, I'm gonna mess up that person's name.
What they talking about? What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. I just put them bookers in my chain. Pickable, 80 pointers like a Kobe gang. Pickable, 7.62s, I make them bang. Pickable, popping out, you better smell my name. Pickable, put your foreigns on a 4-5. Pickable, catching pepper if I'm doing pasta. Pickable, why you acting tough on IG Live? Pickable, you know my little niggas off they rocker. Pickable. Praise God and start stumping feet. Pickable, lifting on his face, bitch, my shooter playing. Pickable, I hit it from the back, I told her move her hand. Pickable, that's on my thumb, man, where her at. Pickable, on your top, I'm with that bitch, don't look back.
I like this song. I think I like it so much because of the beat, not so much the lyrics here. But I'm gonna give this song a 7 out of 10. Number 10 is called Heart Part 6. Ooh, my stomach hurts. This is a simple.
Hold up the Bluetooth and press 3. Studio filled with Jack in the Box and Pepsi. Niggas watching War Star videos, not the SBs laughing at beat bumper. Stomach turning, I get up and proceeded to write some. On a mumbling raps, fumbling past the push till he cracked his mouth. His words legendary, wishing I could rhyme.
This is Kendrick's normal tone. When he's rapping fast, that's when he's angry. He's really trying to get you to understand. But this song is Kendrick's normal flow. I feel like when he's in this flow, he's at peace. with his lyrics here.
Find my pen. That was back when the homie goes to get J through the door. Warner Brother Records, hope Naeem would let us know. Was it fake just to go to some label meetings? Was it deal, but still, I couldn't believe it. Me and Rock, was simple me. Meditation, grinding with my brother. Civil sense against him, no one above us.
You just relax your mind.
The champagne natural, a bunch of instrumentals I freestyled in the passenger. The nigga wore several hats, a producer, manager, director, and DJ.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Number 11 is called GNX featuring Hitta, J3, Young Threat, and I don't know who this other person is. First of all the beats on this album is fire.
Tell him Kendrick did it. Hey, he showed you how to run a blitz. Tell him Kendrick did it. Put the whips back in front of shit. Tell him Kendrick did it. I'm tripping and I'm loving it. Tell him Kendrick did it. Hi. Have you ever been a train and you know it? Have you ever had to flip your unemployment on a dead body? Hey, on the dead ones. We're trigger in the mingle like some breadcrumbs. All of my killers on go like some shit show. Where it run? I think about when I see heads come. With my dance hit the top when I see ops go. Let them claim it. We the ones who really pop, bro. Don't televise it. We the one who let chows blow ops. You know, let them piss them off and it's a flop show. Murder man, singing murder music off a murder van. Beat the pushy up like I've been celebrating our murder scene. Who was in? One and only shot known as murder man. Catch him doing dirty. There's no other way but murder plans. You can talk to me face. Go on the street if you ain't talking about the tape. I'm booty with it, but I might just let you kiss it. Hit that black with diamonds on me. You could tell them peso did it. Tell them peso did it. I showed you how to run a blitz. Tell them peso did it. Put the blitz back in front of shit. Tell them.
That song, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that song. I'm gonna give it, this is gonna be the lowest rating. I'm gonna give it a 5.5 out of 10. Guys, hit that like button for me too. Please hit that like button for me. I can't tell y'all how much I appreciate that. And thank you for everybody that's been in here. Number 12 is called Gloria. This is Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Me and my bitch got a complicated relationship. She's so controlling, I know this ain't no playing with. I met her when I was at the point as a teenager. She said one day I would right the wrong, some shit, baby. It started like young, looking for some identity. Made 1,000 mistakes, but never did we like chemistry. Wrapping my hand around your waist, that was back when you did whatever I say. Things are selling, now I got it running black on private things. I was in love with you, didn't know what it was. With you, kiss you, went back to the class just to get a buzz with you. Some niggas wanted you, but they weren't committed. Preoccupied playing trying to bang and bullshit. Remember when Granny died? You looked at me and said, baby, dry your eyes. Depend on me, it's your relief. Let your anger be mine. We was locked in, that was a What's my teenies? Firecracker. Plus, our love is dangerous. Life of passion. Laughing at you, she temper slightly crashing. Dumb enough to ill reaction. Ain't no disrespect. Highly sensitive, possessed. So protect you even when it's tragic. So jealous. When I hit the club to get some bitches, roll them off. Rather see me hit the church and get religious. Overfolded. I know what you do. My contradiction. Love you more. When you flip and lose your shit, I heard you more. It's sexy to me, cause they ass out and hold that grudge some more. Down, bitch, I know your favorite movie. Is it Notebook? So good. If they all sub me, get them all booked, my baby boo. You either heal niggas or you kill niggas. Both is true. It takes some tough skin just to deal with you. Logical explanation don't exist. Flipping pages, chapter after chapter. Probably remarry and head to Vegas. Bitches getting marked out. They can't erase our history. They margins ain't big enough. They all lit.
This song is definitely in dedication for his. Is Kendrick married to his child's mother? His children's mother? Are they married? Hold on. Let's do a quick, because y'all know I do not like to make mistakes on stuff. Oh, they're not married. They've been fiancés for over a decade. Oh, Whitney, that's his fiance. That's a 10 out of 10. That's like a love letter. That's him talking about the ups and downs of their relationship, the things he likes, the things he doesn't like, the parts he plays in it. SZA, as always, has a beautiful voice. And yeah, I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. He's being vulnerable in that song. Number Demented Elmo said, "What do I think about Squabble Up? Squabble Up is I did rate that at the beginning of the listening. It was cool. It was cool. I liked it. I can't remember what I rated it though, but it was good. I did like it. Let's talk about the production on this album. Production on this album was a 10 out of 10. Delivery on this album was a 10 out of 10 when it came to Kendrick. Now, let's talk about the feature artists that were on here. Some of the artists were good and was a perfect fit on here, and then some I did not like. Was it the GNX song? I didn't like that song at all. So he could have scrapped that song. He could have scrapped it. Peekaboo was okay too. That was kind of like, it was like a mid-range rating that I gave Peekaboo. So to be honest, he could have scrapped that song as well, if I'm being 100% honest. Everybody else was fine. Everybody else was fine on here. Lyrics, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Especially when I pressed on, because I have an iPhone. And I have Apple Music, especially when I pressed the little lyric button, and then when I was playing the music for you guys, I was looking at the lyrics at the same time. Very impactful, very empowering, very insightful too. He was very vulnerable on this project, but he also was letting people know stop playing with him as well. Stop playing with him. Also, too, there was a little jabs for some people on here. You know, if you are a Kendrick Lamar fan, you know who he was jabbing, who he was low key subbing. Actually, I'm not even gonna say low key, because if you know him and you know who he's talking about, he's not being low key about it, and they know who he's talking about. So it is what it is. The one thing about Kendrick, he don't hide behind all that sub and stuff. He's exactly going to say who it is without saying a name. I feel like the overall, okay, I do talk about the album cover. The album cover was given, to be honest, I don't even like vinyls, but I probably would purchase this as a vinyl. Because it has like a 90s vibe to it, a 90s feel. Definitely the car that is in the picture, that car was so popular in the 90s. I cannot even like stress to you guys how popular it was in freaking LA County. It's like you will see them in black. There was green ones, and then I think it was like a dark burgundy-ish type. I don't know if people were custom making those colors, but I remember seeing those. So the album cover, I will give him, because I'm associated with the songs on here too. I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I don't want to give it less. Okay, I will give it a 9, like a 9.2. And then, oh my God, I was going to give another rating and I totally forgot what I was going to say. The beats, all the beats on here was a 10 out of 10 for me. All the beats from start to finish. Whether I like the song or not, the beats were fire. The beats were fire. I cannot say that enough. Like, they were fire. Now, rather the feature artist he put on there delivered, or rather his flow fit the beat, that's a whole different story. But the beats, it didn't miss at all on this album at all. Okay, you said I think I let Lil Wayne down. I don't like the GNX song. We could agree to disagree. We could agree to disagree. I don't like it. I like the other features on the album. I don't like the GNX. I don't like the GNX. And this is like my second time listening to it. I don't like it. Let's read this. GNX album is actually really good. The features are not too bad. Kendrick Lamar is one of those artists that can always give you something different in a great way. Meanwhile, Drake suing Kendrick. Yes, I'm actually going to do another video covering that right after here. Oh, King Judah said, take a real black woman to tell the truth about Kendrick. A lot of them look at him as their savior. The joint was trash. Yikes. Oh, you came at the tail end of this video, boo. So I said I actually was changing the title on here. When I first listened to Kendrick's album, which was earlier today, I was working and I wasn't paying 100% to the song. I didn't really get to look to the songs. I didn't really get to look at the lyrics as I was listening to the music. But I changed my opinion about it. I don't think it's trash at all. Especially once I looked at the lyrics, especially once I really listened to the beat, once I listened to the artistic expression that Kendrick had on this album. I am changing the title of this respectfully. But first round, it was trash. And I stand behind how I felt in the beginning. It was trash at first. Sometimes you have to listen to something multiple times for you to like it. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. I don't know necessarily if that's a bad thing. But I will say my second listen and really like not being distracted, I enjoyed most of the songs on here. Now, are those songs that I downloaded worthy enough to get on my playlist? Because as I mentioned earlier, I could download a song into my album on my iPhone. But if I don't put it in a playlist, I really don't like it that much. You know, it's just good enough. I'll listen to the album maybe a couple times and then I'll forget about it, just like any other music, unless it becomes unless I have like a favorite song on there or something. But yeah, I want to go back to this comment about, hold on, Kendrick. Hold on. What's that? Oh, Plain and Simple has said, thank you, baby. Thank you. What did you say? Plain and Simple said, Kendrick Lamar is one of those artists that can always give you something different in a great way. That comment I agree with for sure. When you are a true artist, you evolve, right? Your penmanship get better, you know, your production of your albums get better, you know, and when you really are passionate about something, you do become a perfectionist. And I will say Kendrick, for the longest, he had writer's block and he has admitted that. And that's probably why we didn't get an album so soon. But I mean, he don't really be dropping like that anyway, if we be honest. If that's one critique I would say about him, I do like when he drops his stuff, it is quality work. It is top tier work. But one thing I would want Kendrick to do a little bit better on is his time management. Now, I'm all for he likes to drop his music, he does his little press runs, and then he goes back to his normal little bubble. I respect that. Okay, because just because you get into Hollywood, you get into the entertainment space does not mean that you have to dedicate your whole life to everything that comes with that whole Hollywood life. So I respect that. But I don't like the fact that he does not drop soon enough. Like, I think like 3 years break is fine. But when he be going 5+ years off, I'm just like, what? Like, I don't, I feel like he does, being a Kendrick Lamar fan, I feel like he does a disservice to his fans when he does that, because we be craving him so much. So also too, that could be a strategy for him. It could be like, okay, I'm gonna starve them enough so when I do drop, no matter what, I'm gonna do numbers. So I mean, that could be a strategy. I don't know. Kendrick is very smart. He's very in tune. It could be a strategy. I did want to check where he is currently placed on, at least on the Apple charts, because I'm not gonna go and look at all the charts right now, but let's go into the charts. So far for albums, he is number one. I have the green screen, so y'all can't really see it. But anyways, he is number one on the Apple charts. Why is it only $10? Okay. Anyways, what is it? Konosaki, thank you for the super chat. You said FYI SZA is my baby mama. We go back to high school. Okay, shout out to that. Yogi Central said bunch of Drake fans. I am a Drake fan, and I am a Kendrick fan. What's your point, boo? What's your point? I did want to point out for you guys that was curious about all the cities that are in LA County, because people that are not from California, you wouldn't realize how many um cities are under the LA County belt. And I think that's important, especially if Kendrick is one of your favorite fans. You need to know the cities that he drops. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about, okay? Because I'm all about educating you guys, being a little messy, but being real at the same time. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. So, all right. Here's a list of the cities that fall under LA County. So I'm just going to read this off real quick. So Los Angeles County, officially the County of Los Angeles, and sometimes abbreviated as LA. LA County is the most populous county in the United States. Okay. This is in the United States. LA is really, really big. Remember how I mentioned with you guys earlier, you know, Kendrick in this album, how he talks about gang culture, he talks about LA culture. He name drops certain cities within LA County. And you know how I told you guys, like, LA is like one of the most dangerous places, like LA County, because there's so many gangs, so many territories, cliques, all of this stuff. Anyways, its population is greater than that of 40 individual US states. So it's huge. So these are the cities: Los Angeles. Okay. So the county is Los Angeles County, but then you have the city within the county. So Los Angeles, you got Beverly Hills, you have Santa Monica, you got Long Beach, which I grew up in LA. I grew up in Long Beach. Okay. Pasadena, Compton, where he is from. You got La Mirada, you got Glendale, you got Malibu. And some of these places I will say is, you know, where the rich people are at, and some of these places where the people of color live. And I could break that down for you guys too, so you guys know that. You got Inglewood, you have Lancaster, Torrance, Burbank, Santa Clarita, Culver City, West Hollywood, Pomona, Downey, Whittier, Norwalk, Palmdale, Redondo Beach, Arcadia, Alhambra, Monterey Park, Calabasas, San Gabriel, El Monte. Damn, I didn't know it was this many cities. Monterey Park. Oh, wait, I already said that. East Los Angeles, West Covina, Carson. I grew up in Carson too. I grew up in Gardena as well. Cerritos, El Segundo. I lived on the borderline. I lived in Montebello too. I lived in a lot of cities in LA County. I grew up in, as a baby, I lived in Hawthorne. You got Claremont, Monterey Del Rey, Commerce. What is this? Morovia? I don't even know that city. Glendora, La Canada, Fritridge. I don't know what that is. La Puente, Covina, Southgate, Diamond Bar, Baldwin Park, Bellflower, San. I can't turn the thing. What's going on? It won't let me do it. You got Lakewood, and that's it. Yeah, that's all the cities that's in LA County. So you guys that are not from California, you see how big it is. Now for you guys that are want to know about, let's just say this, all cities have gangs in them, but like what you really hear about, like when rappers, when they talk about stuff, you know, it's gonna be, you're gonna hear about Los Angeles, you're gonna hear about Long Beach, you're gonna hear about Compton, you're gonna hear about Inglewood, you're gonna hear about even Lancaster slightly, but they never really had like a breakout star, I don't think, out of the city of Lancaster. You're gonna hear about Culver City. It's mainly, when you're in LA County, it's mainly like local artists. Downey for sure. It's more like gang rappers. Then you have Norwalk. You'll have the Norwalk, the Whittier location, and even I would say La Habra. No, not La Habra. La Habra is part of Orange County, I believe. What is it? What's the city? I always mess it up. It'll be more like Mexican, like rapping culture. Then you got Gardena, you got Carson, East Los Angeles, even Hawthorne for sure, Southgate for sure, Bellflower, yes. So those are like the major, I would say, like you would hear like a lot of like musical influence, not taking anything away from any of the other cities, but those are like the major like musical places that have like, I would say, a little bit of hood to them or a lot of hood to them and like hip hop influence. Now, I know some people probably will feel some type of way. I didn't mention West Hollywood like that because there are a lot of artists in West Hollywood, but I mean, West Hollywood is kind of like a weird, funky place. So when you're a native, it's like, okay, we get it, but at the same time, it's such a transplant place, you know? I don't know. But anyways, those are the cities that are in Los Angeles County. So if you guys were curious about it, um, some places obviously are, I'm not gonna say it's better than other ones there. I would say not as impoverished as other areas. But yeah. Let's see. Do I have any more comments? No, I don't. Okay. All right. I just wanted to share that with you guys because some people that are not from California don't know that. So I'm not an expert. I'm just speaking on experience. I lived here all my life. I actually moved away. I don't live here anymore, but my family is still here. So I go back and forth. So yeah, overall, I would give the album, if I had to rate it. Let me sit with this because I don't want to be biased. Um, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. And typically I don't explain why I'm giving it 8.5, but I will for this particular project. I just love the overall flow of it. It was consistent. Sometimes when you listen to people albums, it's like sometimes I call them fillers when they add a song onto the album just to put a song on the album. Like I guess they need to meet a certain amount of songs or whatever number in their head or whatever, but the song sucks. His album actually flowed. Um I like the switch ups. I like the artistic expression. I love the lyricism. I love the homage. And one thing that I want to say, and I don't want to forget it, I felt like this album was really a love letter to LA natives LA County in general, coming from a West Coast rapper. So I will say that I definitely got those vibes off of that. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. I don't have anything else to say about it, okay? Otherwise I'll just be dragging on here. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. And I will see you guys. Thank you for everybody that participated in here. Thank you for the super chat. And I will see you guys next time on my next review or next video. But peace and blessings. Have a good night. Enjoy the music. Stream the music. Buy the music. Bye.